All right, guys. Okay, let's make it to the payload. Let's make sure we get our team together. All right, let's go, bro. Let's go, squad. It is day 137, and this is ELA. We know that it is our Spirit Week, and during Spirit Week, today, Tuesday, we're celebrating Team Day. I am Team PlayStation. Are you Team Xbox? All right, let's get into it. Okay, guys, this week we are getting into figurative language. Make sure you're doing your best. All right, Team PlayStation, let's go. It's time to get the PDN started. Now, we know in class when we're doing the PDN, there's no help, but I'll make an exception. So today for our PDN, I'm going to press pause right now so you can get it done on your own, and then I'll check it later. Press pause. All right, welcome back, guys. Today's PDN has two passages and two questions that we need to answer. The first one is the snowstorm. Jill's favorite season is winter. On December 1st, her town got a snowstorm. Jill ran around her house yelling, "Our backyard is a blanket of snow." Jill's dad screamed, "It's a refrigerator in here." Jill's mom just wanted to sleep and said, "Silence is golden." So we have a few phrases within this passage that lets us know that some kind of figurative language is being used. Now, the first one is, "Our backyard is a blanket of snow." Next, it says that Dad screamed, "It's a refrigerator in here." Let's highlight that. And last, Jill's mom said, "Silence is golden." So, when we look through all three of these statements, what figurative language device is used? Is it A, metaphor, B, simile, C, alliteration, D, personification, E, hyperbole? All right, guys, get your booms out. Is it A, B, C, D, E? You're right. It is A, metaphor. Make sure I get that as the right answer. Our backyard is a blanket of snow. The backyard is being compared to a blanket of snow. Next, it's a refrigerator in here. In the house, the climate is being compared to that of the climate in the refrigerator. And lastly, we have silence is golden. Silence is being compared to something that is worth a lot. So Jill's mom definitely thinks that silence is worth that in gold. All right, next we have the old car. After Ashley's older brother moved away to college, she got her family's old car. It was 20 years old and very rusty. Her mom thought the car was a lemon. The car was a lemon. Let's highlight that. Next, it says, but her dad just thought it was a diamond in the rough. Let's highlight that as well. Ashley was just happy she finally had a car to drive. So, car was a lemon, diamond in the rough. Get your booms out. Is it A, B, C, D, E? Our answer again is metaphor. There are things being compared and they do not include the words like or as. So we definitely know that it's a metaphor. All right, squad, let's flip the page. Next, we have vocabulary. For vocabulary word work, we will be working on prefixes, suffixes, and root words. We know that a prefix is an affix placed at the beginning of another word. And we also know that a root word is a word that does not have a prefix or a suffix added. Today's word, co-pilot. When we mush them together, we get co-pilot. All right, so I want to create a definition. So if I start with co, we know that co is the prefix. So we put a P right there. And we know that pilot is the root word. All right, so co means together. And the word pilot is a person flying an aircraft. Now, when we mash those words together, we definitely create a new word. Co-pilot means two people flying an aircraft together. Now, if we think about it, what could be a synonym for co-pilot? Team pilots. Now, if we think about an antonym, I would probably say something like solo pilot or just pilot. If we look at the illustration below, we see co-pilot, but can we explain it? All right, the men are co-pilots because they are flying the plane together. Period. We know that co means together. Flip the page. I forgot to do my sentence. Let's go back. The co-pilot went to the restroom while the other pilot flew the plane. Solo. All right. Got to make sure we underline co-pilot. That means to fly together as a team. We're going to underline that, and now we can finally move on. All right, board equals. Board equals. Board equals. All right, let's keep it moving. Writers use figurative language to make stories more exciting and fun to read. Figurative language is when words are used to give a different meaning than the literal meaning. There are 6 types of figurative language. Yesterday we went over simile, metaphor. Today we're going over alliteration and onomatopoeia. These are the fun ones, especially when we're talking about gaming. Alliteration is a play on words. It is a phrase or a string of words that all begin with the same sound. Now, this adds excitement to poetry. Not only does it add excitement to poetry, it adds excitement to communication. It adds excitement to our writing. It adds excitement to the way we speak. So using alliteration is pretty fun to do. The words do not need to be in sequence, but they do have to sound the same at the beginning of each word. Here are some examples of alliteration. Now, A. Wanda Witch's white wig whipped and wiggled in the wind. Can't we hear that w at the beginning? That is alliteration. Now, we have B. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. All those peas. C. Sally's sundress swayed in the swirling winds. We hear all of those S's, so much so we're almost tongue-tied. Now, let's move on to onomatopoeia. An onomatopoeia is a word that sounds or mimics the sound they are describing. Onomatopoeia pulls the reader into the setting or rhythm of a poem. Examples: zip, pow, boom. Circle the examples of onomatopoeias. We have boing, hey, squish. That was a trick question. All of these are examples of onomatopoeia. So let's flip the page and go on to the model. Okay, so the directions for the next section are as followed. Write the letter of each type of figurative language next to each sentence that it best matches. We have A, simile, B, metaphor, C, hyperbole, D, alliteration, E, onomatopoeia, F, personification. We have 10 items to go through, so let's not waste any time. Number 1, he was so strong he could chop the tree down with one swing. Now we know that trees are huge, and that sounds like an exaggeration. So what should we put for number 1? Should we put simile, metaphor, hyperbole, alliteration, onomatopoeia, or personification? Number 1 is a major exaggeration, so we will fill in for number 1 C, because it is a hyperbole. Number 2, boom, the thunder echoed through the sky. That is a sound, so it means that it is E, onomatopoeia. Now, 3, after a long day of hiking, he slept like a log. Like, that means it is a simile and it is the letter A. 4, the warm sun peeked out from behind the gray clouds. Now, we know that the sun can't peek. People can, so that means it's F, personification. 5, the bees busily buzzed through the blooms. That's a sound, buzz. That means it is E, onomatopoeia. 6, she was as happy as a clam. As. We know that that's a simile, so we write A. At the time, I went ahead and did 7, 8, 9, and 10 for you. 7 is B, 8 is C, 9 is E, 10 is D. Make sure you go back and review those on your own. Team PlayStation is in the lead. If your team Xbox, game over. Flip the page to your independent practice so you can show what you know. Have a great day.